Welcome to this exciting video where we uncover the top 3 most valuable wheat pennies ever discovered. These classic 1-cent coins, minted from 1909 to 1958, may look simple, but a few rare examples have become legendary in the world of coin collecting, worth thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's get started. First up, the wheat penny from 1956 with a D mint mark, seen in circulated condition and rich with decades of character. The Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most beloved coins in American numismatics. First introduced in 1909, it marked a major moment as the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, President Abraham Lincoln. By 1956, the wheat penny design was nearing the end of its long run. Just 2 years later, the reverse would change to the Lincoln Memorial, making 1956 one of the later issues of this classic and widely collected series. On the obverse of the 1956 penny, Abraham Lincoln's right-facing portrait stands proudly. In circulated condition, Lincoln's facial details are still clear, though softened by years of handling and use. The word Liberty appears to the left of Lincoln's portrait. Circulation wear often smooths the lettering slightly, but it usually remains readable on most circulated examples. To the right of Lincoln's face, the date 1956 is clearly visible. This date places the coin firmly in the post-World War II era, a time of growth and change in the United States. Just below the date, the D Mint mark identifies this penny as having been struck at the Denver Mint. Denver produced large quantities of cents during this time to meet the needs of a growing economy. Above Lincoln's head, the motto "In God We Trust" stretches along the rim. On circulated coins, these letters may show light wear, blending gently into the surface. The reverse of the coin features the iconic wheat ears design. 2 wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing prosperity and agricultural strength. The phrase E pluribus unum appears at the top of the reverse. Even in circulated condition, this motto often remains legible, though slightly worn. Circulated condition means the coin has seen regular use in commerce. Light scratches, smooth high points, and even brown toning are common and expected. The original color of a 1956 wheat penny was bright red copper. Over time, exposure to air and handling causes the surface to turn brown or red-brown, which is typical for circulated examples. The copper composition of the 1956 penny gives it a warm tone that many collectors find appealing. These coins are made of 95% copper, adding to their historical charm. The edge of the wheat penny is plain and often shows minor nicks from circulation. These marks are reminders of the coin's long journey through everyday life. Millions of 1956 D wheat pennies were minted, making them common today. However, their popularity comes from history and design rather than rarity. For beginners, circulated wheat pennies are an excellent entry point into coin collecting. They are affordable, easy to find, and rich in educational value. Collectors often enjoy assembling full date and mint mark sets of wheat pennies. The 1956 D fills an important slot near the end of the series. Circulated coins help teach grading skills. Comparing wear on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat reveals how circulation affects different parts of the design. Many wheat pennies like this one pass through school lunch lines, corner stores, and family businesses, quietly participating in daily American life. Holding a circulated 1956 D penny creates a direct connection to the mid-20th century. This coin was used during a time of expanding suburbs and cultural change. Era collectors sometimes examine wheat pennies closely for double dies or repunched mint marks. While rare, these varieties add excitement to searching. It is important not to clean circulated wheat pennies. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can significantly reduce collector interest. Natural wear and toning are part of a coin story. Collectors often prefer a naturally circulated coin over one that looks artificially altered. Proper storage can still protect circulated coins. Keeping them in a dry place helps prevent further corrosion or damage. The wheat penny design remains one of the most iconic in U.S. coinage. Many collectors feel nostalgic when they see the wheat ears on the reverse. Coins like the 1956 D penny are often found in old jars, drawers, and inherited collections, making them a frequent starting point for new hobbyists. Teachers and parents often use wheat pennies to introduce children to history, money, and collecting. Circulated wheat pennies show how durable and well-designed these coins were, surviving decades of constant use. Each circulated coin is unique. No two pennies wear in exactly the same way, making every example a little different. The 1956 wheat penny represents a bridge between early 20th century America and the modern era. Even though it is common, this coin carries lasting appeal because of its design, copper content, and historical significance. Finding a wheat penny in circulated condition can spark curiosity and lead to a lifelong interest in coins. This small copper cent reminds us that even the simplest objects can hold powerful stories. Next up, the wheat penny from 1951 with a D mint mark, seen in black circulated condition, a coin that clearly shows the effects of time, use, and history. The Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most iconic coins ever produced in the United States. First introduced in 1909, it honored Abraham Lincoln and marked a turning point in American coin design. By 1951, the wheat penny had already been in circulation for more than 4 decades. It was a familiar sight in pockets, purses, and cash registers across the country. The obverse of the 1951 penny features Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln. In black circulated condition, Lincoln's face may appear darker, with softened details from years of handling. The word Liberty appears to the left of Lincoln's portrait. On heavily circulated and darkened coins, this lettering can blend slightly into the surface but usually remains readable. To the right of Lincoln's portrait is the date 1951. This date places the coin firmly in the post-World War II era, a time when America was rebuilding and expanding. Just below the date, the D Mint mark identifies this penny as having been struck at the Denver Mint. Denver produced large quantities of cents during this period to support a growing economy. Above Lincoln's head, the motto "In God We Trust" stretches along the rim. On black circulated coins, this motto may appear faint but still contributes to the coin's identity. The reverse of the coin displays the classic wheat ears design. 2 wheat stalks frame the central inscriptions, symbolizing agricultural strength and national prosperity. The words 1 cent and United States of America dominate the reverse. Dark toning often settles into the recessed areas, creating strong contrast on blackened coins. The phrase E pluribus unum appears along the top of the reverse. Circulation wear may soften the letters, but the message of unity remains clear. Black coloration on a wheat penny usually results from heavy circulation, environmental exposure, or long-term storage conditions. This dark tone gives the coin a rugged and aged appearance. Circulated condition means the coin has been used extensively in everyday transactions. Smooth high points and rounded edges are common signs of wear. The 1951 wheat penny is composed of 95% copper. Over time, copper reacts with air and moisture, often darkening into deep brown or black shades. The edge of the coin is plain and often shows small nicks or wear marks. These imperfections tell the story of decades spent in circulation. Millions of 1951 D wheat pennies were minted, making them common in terms of quantity. However, each individual coin has its own unique history. From a collector's perspective, black circulated wheat pennies are often valued more for history and education than for high monetary worth. These coins are excellent tools for learning how to recognize circulation wear and natural toning on copper coins. Many collectors enjoy the look of dark, circulated wheat pennies. The deep color can highlight the design and give the coin a strong vintage feel. Coins like this once passed through grocery stores, movie theaters, and school lunch lines, quietly serving everyday American life. Holding a black circulated 1951 D penny connects you directly to the early 1950s. A period shaped by industry, optimism, and cultural change. Error collectors sometimes examine wheat pennies for double dyes or mint mark varieties. Even dark coins deserve a careful look. It is important never to clean black wheat pennies. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can permanently damage the coin's natural character. Natural toning, even when dark, is part of a coin story. Many collectors prefer original black surfaces over artificially brightened coins. Proper storage still matters. Keeping circulated copper coins in a dry environment helps prevent further corrosion. The wheat penny design ended in 1958, making the 1951 issue part of the final decade of this beloved series. Wheat pennies often spark nostalgia, reminding people of childhood coin jars and early collecting experiences. Teachers and parents frequently use wheat pennies to introduce history and numismatics to new learners. Circulated black wheat pennies show how durable these coins were, surviving decades of constant use. Each worn penny is unique, shaped by countless hands and transactions over many years. The 1951 D. Wheat penny stands as a small but meaningful piece of mid-century American history. Even in black circulated condition, this coin carries dignity, history, and timeless appeal. Finding a wheat penny like this can inspire curiosity and deeper appreciation for old coins. These humble cents remind us that not all treasures shine brightly, yet they still hold great value. Thank you for joining this in-depth look at the 1951 wheat penny with a D mint mark in black circulated condition. If you enjoy learning about classic coins and the stories they carry, be sure to like, subscribe, and return for more fascinating coin history.